All right, part 2 of IVF journey for baby number 2. So last video I ended. If you did not see my last video, look down at the description box. I will have a link so you can check it out before you watch this one so you can get the backstory. So polymectomy done, in pretty great, uterus smooth, pictures, everything. New transfer date scheduled for December, closer to my kid's birthday, but we're gonna go with the flow and everything was going to be great because for me it was like this was in God's plan. This is what was gonna happen. My mom was actually gonna be here and she was here for my first IVF transfer and everything went so great then, so everything is gonna go smooth. Transfer, appointment before transfer, he goes inside and he looks, oh, there, it looks like there's a little bump. I'm freaking out inside because I had this polymectomy. What does he mean there's a little bump? No, everything's gonna be okay, transfer, blah, 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 blah. We go into his office, everything's good, we pick an embryo, transfer's gonna be great, everything's gonna be good. I'm feeling, in my head, it keeps ringing that you had a little bump that he saw, but he's like, nope, everything looks good, transfer's gonna be great. Fast forward to transfer day. Transfer day, I'm feeling great. I was gonna do acupuncture like I did before. I woke up feeling great, played with my baby, did things around the house. You feel like you're in nesting mode because you're gonna be on like bed rest for a few days. So you're cleaning, doing all of those wonderful, fantastic things. Transfer day comes transfer time comes. We're feeling great, everything's packed. We drop the baby off. Big brother's at school. I go in for acupuncture. I come out of acupuncture. The doctor calls me. My embryo is not defrosting. So this brings our chances down from like 60 or 70% to a 40. Unless we want to thaw out another embryo and put them both in. But the other one, it's genetically normal, but the way it looked wasn't as perfect as the first one. But the first one wasn't thawing all the way. So I'm frantic and crying, but you could have a chance of having twins, which was something that I didn't plan for, wasn't really in my cards. Me and my husband discuss it really quick because we have really no time to decide, and we say, fine, put 2 in, let's go. They said, we're gonna thaw out the other one, we will see you, I think our appointment was like at noon or 1 or something. Second crazy thing that happened, so I'm just feeling this is not going as smooth as our first transfer went, but I'm still gonna go with it, but it's just not as going as smooth. Transfer time comes. It's actually pretty great. Relaxing, just like first time. My husband looks at the embryos. He said they look good. They insert them. I'm feeling good. I come home to do my bed rest. My mom comes the next day. Everything's good. I'm having cramping like I did before. And everything is seemingly great. We'll insert some footage of transfer day now for you guys to see. Are you recording? So we are at the IVF clinic. I'm all suited, my husband's all suited, and we are ready to transfer our 2 babies. We're super excited. Still nervous. I'm just relaxing. There's music on. I just took my Valium. So I should start feeling really nice and relaxed pretty soon. And we should be getting started soon. We decided to do the 2 embryos because the first embryo, they thought it was taking a while to uncollapse itself. So the doctors felt like that the success rate for an implanting would go down. So we thought out another one, which puffed up really quickly. So that's why we're doing the 2. So I'm praying for 1 or whatever it takes. My husband will pan around. They pan around the room so they can see. That's my... And then they just took a picture of my uterus, and I'm pretty good. I drink enough water, so it's filling up with water. So we're doing good. We're doing great. Everything's great so far. So I'll check back with you guys in a little bit later. Bye. Here's our babies. Our transfer just was complete. I'm feeling nice and relaxed. Those are two babes. Babies, I'm so excited. We're feeling good and hopeful and super excited. I have acupuncture after this to make me more relaxed, and then bed rest for the next 3 days. Feeling super excited. Got my picture of my babes, and I'm feeling good. I go back to work on that Monday. Remember, I'm a teacher and I'm doing my other stuff. I'm feeling, my smell is like on fleek. It's crazy. I'm feeling tired. I'm feeling, many of the symptoms that I have felt with my first transfer. So I'm feeling good. I had some speckles of blood. I chalked that up to implantation bleeding. I'm feeling good, happy, hormonal. It was a little bit different because our blood testing was on Christmas Day. So I thought, it's on Christmas Day, like it's meant and bound to have fantastic, great news. So Christmas Day comes, we go in at 8:30 in the morning, 8:15. We tell the kids, you're not opening presents yet. We're gonna do it when we get back. We go in for blood work, we come home. I open presents with the kids. We have a delicious breakfast. We're feeling good. We get a call around 10 o'clock, and I never expected the call that we got. Our numbers are not good. My numbers last time were about 375, my beta numbers. This time they were 24. Remember, we put 2 embryos in, and so either the eggs are implanting late, or I am going to miscarry. I was pretty devastated, to say the least. I cried that whole day. We sent my son off to the Christmas. We have a big family Christmas party. So we sent our son off, and we stayed home with our infant, because she's an infant. And me and my husband were pretty distraught that whole day. I don't think I've ever sobbed like I sobbed that day. We were given instructions to wait till Wednesday, which is like torture. So it was a Monday, and then to go back to take. That day I pretty much tried to stay busy. I tried to keep myself active. But I eventually got the call that my numbers had gone down again, and I was going to be miscarrying. This is different than a spontaneous miscarriage because you're waiting for it. This is telling you you're going to miscarry, but you're waiting. In natural pregnancy, if you miscarriage, you start bleeding, you start things. This is waiting for this horrible thing to happen. I cried, I sobbed. I was pretty devastated. I called the parents, and I was pretty devastated. I wish I recorded that phone with my mom so you guys could see how, when you're down at your low. So, yes, so that call to my parents, my husband's parents, and then my parents was just not very good. And I knew my mom just, they don't know what to say or tell us. And I just kept thinking, why me? Like, was I not a good enough parent to my other kids that I didn't deserve? I don't know. You think crazy things. It's all crazy. Things that go through your head, it's insane. But by the end of the day, I took a breath and I thought, well, now I can live. Going through infertility for 5 years is what we went through it for. I mean, of course I was elated when I was pregnant, elated after I had the baby, but going through infertility is, it's horrible. And you're in this horrible state, and who can be in that state for 5 years? And I'm not saying we didn't have moments of happiness, and from an outsider looking in, they would see that I was because I'm extremely, I bless God, pray to God, and thank him so much every day for the 2 children that I do have. But going through this is just, you're not living. You're never living. And me and my husband hadn't lived in 5 years. So I felt somewhat a sense of relief that now I could live. And everybody, oh, I think you guys are going to get pregnant naturally. And we're kind of at the point where this all ends. If it happens, it happens. But we're going to live. I want to live. Life is too short to live how I lived for 5 years. And I can't do it anymore. I want to be happy and I want to live for my kids, for my family. I want to live. So hopefully this video, I remember looking through videos and I wanted to find videos on success rates or failure rates for second-time IVF, and I couldn't really find anything. So hopefully somebody looking finds this video, and my video could give you comfort or hope or something. You can learn something from it, and it can make you feel. I remember YouTube. That's how I discovered YouTube. When I was going through IVF, I found comfort and hope through others' videos, success stories, failure stories, whatever stories. I found people that I could relate to. Because in my day-to-day life, I had a few parents at my school, but none of my family or friends have ever gone through what I've gone through. So I don't really have anybody to relate to. So I found YouTube a great outlet or source to relate to. So hopefully this video would provide solace for somebody else. I want to thank you guys for watching my fertility, listening to my fertility journey and my story, and hopefully it helps somebody and it gives somebody hope that IVF at some point will work for you, because ours didn't work the second time, but it did work our first time. And I'm grateful to have my beautiful baby. So thank you, and don't forget to subscribe. Click the thumbs up button if you like it, and stay tuned.